Hey, what's up guys? JJ here again, and in this video I will show you how to put together a very small and simple pedal board. And for that, I'm going to use this guy, a Pedaltrain Nano. Now, why such a small pedal board, you might say? Well, you know, as much as I love pedals and love collecting them and using them, I always feel that you don't really need them, okay? And when I use a pedal for me, when I play for myself, it's usually a pedal that can give me a sound that I cannot get from my guitar and amp combination. But I recommend that you get a guitar and an amplifier that you're really happy with first before you start getting into pedals. I've selected 4 pedals to put on this Pedaltrain Nano. I will show you these right now. Now the first pedal is going to end up on my Pedaltrain Nano is this Polytune Mini by TC Electronic. This is a mini version of the famous TC Polytune, a polyphonic tuner pedal. It doesn't take a battery, but that's okay because I'm going to use a power supply anyway. But this is a polyphonic tuner, so you can basically strum all 6 strings and the pedal will show you which strings will need tuning, and then when you hit individual notes it just functions as a regular chromatic tuner. It's very reliable, has a very bright display, and it's a very cool tuner pedal. And then also by TC Electronic, this is going to go at the end of my signal chain, is their Ditto looper, which has the same footprint. This is a very guitarist friendly looper pedal, and what a looper pedal does is you can basically tap the button and then it's going to start recording what you play, and when you hit it again it's going to play that back, and you can set the loop level using this dial here. And then you can overdub by simply hitting the foot switch again, and then it's going to go into record mode. So you have infinite overdubs and 5 minutes of looping time. Now I highly recommend to any guitarist or bass player to get a looper pedal, because you can really learn a lot from playing with a looper, and it's really nice if you play at home, and it's also really useful tool for practicing, teaching and recording as far as I'm concerned. So Ditto looper by TC Electronic. The next pedal that's going to end up on my Pedaltrain Nano is this Catalinbread Karma Suture. What? Yes, Karma Suture. Is it a fuzz pedal, an overdrive pedal, distortion pedal? I think I would call this a fuzz pedal, and you guys know I would choose a fuzz pedal over a overdrive or distortion box any day, because I feel that a really good fuzz pedal can get you nice overdrive and distortion tones too by simply rolling back your guitar's volume and tone controls. This is a very expressive fuzz pedal that can get you very smooth overdrive too. It's based off a circuit from the 1970s called the harmonic percolator. Can get you mind-blowing fuzz, gritty distortion, and very smooth overdrive tones. So great dirt box, the Karma Suture by Catalinbread. And then I always feel that you have to have some sort of ambient effect. I love delay pedals, but then I also love reverb. Now my amps, most of my amps have reverb, but those are classic spring reverb sounds. This pedal is the Dispatch Master by Earthquaker Devices. This has a very nice modern sounding reverb, very much like a plate reverb, but also a delay effect, and you can you can use either one or both of them at the same time. So it's a very versatile ambient pedal, reverb delay pedal, the Dispatch Master. Alright, so now, as you can see, inside this lovely Pedaltrain bag is the Pedaltrain Nano. Very lightweight, but yet very solid. Also, you get with this a little plastic bag that includes Velcro. I think, yeah, it also includes a bunch of zip ties. You guys know yellow zip ties are better for pedal boards, but you know, these are free with the Pedaltrain. And a Did You Know Pedaltrain makes power supplies leaflet. Yes, I knew that. They make the Volto, which is very nice. And of course this very nice padded Pedaltrain bag to stow your Pedaltrain. And then of course you're going to need a power supply. And since this only has 4 pedals, I'm going to use this Visual Sound 1 spot that can power I don't know how much, but a lot of pedals. And then I have this 5-way daisy chain that I can use to go from the power supply and run it to the 4 different pedals. And then I'm going to zip tie everything up. Also, you need patch cables, and since this is a very this is going to be a pretty tight fit, you're going to want to have patch cables that have like flat jacks or very small jacks, and these are from effectboutique.de. They're in Germany, and they make these pancake style patch cables, which are very good. Also, you're going to need scissors to cut the zip ties, and just a simple dust cloth. Make sure everything's clean and dust free before you start applying Velcro and all that stuff. Alright, let's get to work. Now, since I've already showed you which pedals I'm going to use, you probably realize that it's a good idea that you do some planning before you start putting together a pedal board. And you also have to think about pedal order, okay? Now, I think the tuner should always come first. And then, as a rule of thumb, time-based effects like reverb and delay always come after dirt. There are no modulation pedals on this little Pedaltrain Nano, but if you have modulation pedals, most mod pedals, they like to go in between dirt and reverb and delay, except for vintage style phasers and Univibe style pedals. I like to put those before the dirt pedals. Now the looper comes last because I want to be able to record loops that have reverb on them and not you know, like have the reverb affect everything. So that's why I'm going to put them in this order. Plenty of space. I could even add, you know, like a 5th miniature pedal, but don't be fooled though. As soon as you start putting them together with the patch cables, it's gonna that always takes up more space than you might expect. So just to give you an idea, these are pretty flat patch cables. Like that. Right, now let's apply the Velcro. And I always like to put the, I think that's called the loop side, the softer side. I like to put that on the pedal board and put the hook side, you know, the harder side of the Velcro, put those on the pedals, because most pedals that you get used come that way. So what you have to do is just make sure that this is straight. It's not straight. Shame on you, Pedaltrain. Let's cut this to the correct length. Like that. And if all is well, there should be enough Velcro with these things to cover the entire thing, right? Okay. I'll cut this later. Okay, so just remove the paper on the reverse side, stick it on there, like that. And make sure it is straight, of course. By the way, the Velcro that they supply with these pedal trains is usually not as strong as industrial Velcro. That is much, much stronger. So as soon as this is going to wear off, I might take it all off and apply some industrial strength, you know, like 3M Velcro. Okay, now it's time to apply Velcro to these guys. Some pedals, they come with rubber padding on the bottom. You should always remove any rubber feet or pads that are on the bottom of your pedals, because the Velcro will not stick to that. These pedals, Earthquake devices, the Catalinbread and the little TCs, they don't have any rubber pads. They come with rubber pads, but you can apply them. You can decide for yourself whether you want to put them on or not. All right, that should do the trick. Never put the pedals on right after you put the Velcro on the pedals, because it takes a little bit of time for the glue to, you know, like really stick to the pedals. Here's the Catalinbread. It's a little wider. Alright, so what I'm going to do next is patch them together. Let's keep in mind that we also have to put the power plugs in. Let me see. Should be so like that. Hi, Kitty. Kitty loves pedals. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze in the daisy chain plugs. So the one spot goes in here, and I think it's probably a good idea to start with the first plug there. Then I'm going to zip tie this, I think, you know, here, or maybe use a little Velcro. I'll see about that in a minute. I'm just a little bit obsessive compulsive about these things. They have to be, you know, in line. And always when I take pictures of pedals, you know, the pointers have to face up. That's just crazy old me. Like that. Okay, let's zip tie things up. Let's just take all of the loose ends of the daisy chain. This one's not used, so I'm just gonna zip tie that together as well. Keep it really simple. Let's just move this one over here. Alright, now let's see if everything works. Now, when I'm ready to start playing, just all I have to do is, you know, insert the one spot. Get my cables out. Go from guitar into here and run this to the amplifier. And everything seems to be working. So there you have it, my Pedaltrain Nano, a quick grab and go pedal board that covers a lot of tonal real estate. It has most drive sounds, most ambient sounds that I need. Doesn't have wah or modulation, but then You usually just use that on the odd song here and there. I can use this to play at home in the living room where I am right now. It is easily small enough to fit in this little basket right underneath my Roland microcube amp that I use for teaching, or that I use to play around with when the kids are asleep. I can take this upstairs, play it through my bigger amps, take it outdoors to rehearsal gigs. Very versatile, very compact, and very solid. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please remember to subscribe, and if you want to get in touch, if you have any questions, you can just leave a comment and go to my Facebook page. That's facebook.com/JJ Likes Guitar. See you next time. jan-jaap.